Well, talk about a rebound. I mean, we're talking rebound at levels to where, you just got broken up with, and now you're now having a date with a 10. I mean pure 10 out of 10 on the scale. That's pretty much what's happening here. That's this kind of rebound, okay? It's a high quality rebound. If you know what I'm saying. Just saying. Or how about this term for you? Maybe this one will make you excited. 10 seconds left in the game, right? You're playing a good old basketball game. Shots up. They let the clock drain, but your teammate, this guy's selfish. He wants the ball. He wants the glory. He takes an ill-advised three, heavily covered. Not good. But you come up clutch. You just jump up there. You snag that board. And guess what? You come back and slam it down for the game-winning points. That's that kind of rebound. Up 5% today. Dow Jones was up 5% today rebounding. Up nearly 1,300 freaking points. Is that crazy? I think it is, because guess what? Overall, on a week basis, still down 5%, but this was half of the downward move gone in one day. Now, is this sustainable? No. This is one of the most absurd things I've seen. I've never seen a 5% growth. I've never seen a 5% movement in a day. I just haven't. This is crazy. This is post-recession or even during recession level movement. This is crazy. 5% is high. And you know what's even weirder? The NASDAQ was only 4.5% up. You know what that means? That's right. The Dow actually outpaced the NASDAQ today. That is freaking right. So what's obviously going on? Well, there's a couple things. So I didn't think I would see this rebound because we, early in the morning, get this news that CDC obviously is going to report that the second U.S. death linked to the coronavirus. We noticed that. So health authorities in Washington State recorded the first and second death from the U.S. from the disease over the weekend, with cases of the virus now being reported across 10 states. First in New York City was announced on Sunday to be a woman in her late 30s who recently traveled to Iran. Quarantine procedures of 14 days are in effect. I don't know why the most cringeworthy thing on the left here exists. That's just cringeworthy. Let's just get that out of here. That ad was cringeworthy. It just frankly was. So I was fearing, well, people are going to freak out again. We freaked out about coronavirus before. We're going to keep freaking out. But the market is a resilient one, okay? Investors, I think, pulled up their britches finally. They were around the ankles. They pulled them up. We see the stocks roar back from the coronavirus sell-off as investors hunted for bargains in a bet that the Federal Reserve and major central banks would lower interest rates. China reported its worst manufacturing and non-manufacturing PMI readings in history over the weekend, not a shocker, which promptly led to more calls for stimulus from the People's Bank of China and the Bank of Japan to join the U.S. Federal Reserve in pledging to take action. A closing rally that nearly doubled gains in the final half hour coincided with a big sell-off in the Treasury market, where the 10% yield, which earlier fell as low as 1.03%, jumped to 1.09% to 1.16%, suggesting the possibility of asset allocation shift out of treasuries and into stocks to fuel the late rally. That's right, baby. That's right. As well as presumably short covering activity in stocks. Obviously makes sense. All three have escaped correction levels. All three indices. Can you believe that? Apple led. Ho, ho, ho. We'll get into these bad boys. Let's just mention one thing, too. So right at open, what is this cringeworthy freaking ad doing? This is going to be your Robinhood homepage, okay? This is what happened to Robinhood right at open today. There was just so much freaking volatility that Robinhood got absolutely exploded. So I can't tell you how my portfolio did today. I frankly can't. But I can guarantee you it was somewhere around 4.5% up. Because some of the shares I had were up quite a bit, and we'll get into those. So at least in the app you can check right now. You can check certain stocks. It just does not show you a whole total for your portfolio. It's pretty well frozen, so I'm hoping they get that fixed by tomorrow. But I didn't need to buy anything anyways. I was fine because whatever, fine. Just steal my chance of getting deals away, Robinhood. I should have bought on Friday though. That's lessons learned. Well, I did buy on Friday, but should have bought more on Friday apparently. If it was a down day and it was down, I would have been pretty upset too because I wanted to buy more and more. Let's get into some highlight stocks though. What all went up today? We see Apple stock having a 9% upward movement. 9%. Remember I told you guys, you better be buying this stock. I told you. Am I wrong? I told you to buy the stock. I'm excited for you if you bought the stock because guess what? If you bought it at the lows here, if you bought it right here on the 260 range, you have made a great deal. And I'm pretty proud of you. So hopefully you did. Let's just hope you did. We see Microsoft up 6.5%. That's right, baby. 6.5%. Again, big movement from this down point here, up 13% from its farthest down point. What can I say? We've got Target stock going just bonkers, 5.8 up. Bonkers. Can I say bonkers anymore? Still a stock that I like the valuation of. I was looking to pick up more while it was a little bit cheaper, but to each their own. We can't always win. I'm okay. I mean, it's still winning in the end because I went up on these shares still, but I kind of wanted to get some more at a little bit cheaper valuation because it's a little bit, it's just so much higher than my cost basis right now. It's just hard to buy sometimes. We have a new residential investment corp, which I just told you to buy. That's right, today, but I made the video yesterday. I goofed just a little bit. Should have released the video a day early because then you could have gotten in on these deals today. Up 6% today. That's right, back up to the 16.5 range, but there's still plenty of room for this bad boy to move up. I don't really expect it to move up that much higher, but I think it'll be hovering around the 16.50 to 17 range. And finally, we have Walmart, the most boring stock of all time, close to, up 7.5%. That's crazy. So this pretty much nearly invalidates this past week for us. Pretty well flat in the 5-day chart now for Walmart. That's exciting stuff because it's recovering from this nightmare. It's recovering. So I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, that's really what we have happened today. So markets are doing well, and I really hope we can repeat this tomorrow or as of the day this is getting posted. We'll see how things are. I don't know what it has in store for us. I frankly cannot give you any sort of description. I can't give a prediction on it. I want to say slightly green. I don't think it's going to be a big downward movement, but I think it's going to be slightly green, if not flat. So just keep an eye out for it. I think it's pretty cool what happened. I'm pretty excited. Hope you enjoyed.